Brandon Chapin here, brandonchapin.net, CrossFitReaction.com. Just here to talk about training logs and kind of the importance of them. To me, there's only one way to really prove if what we're doing is working, and that's to go ahead and look at the log and really, if you look at 6 months before what you were doing versus now, you can really see some major improvements, especially for people starting out new to kind of that CrossFit. You can see gains that you really find hard to believe if you didn't write them down. I have these training logs probably back to when I started running in high school. I have them, and not necessarily always in succession, not 100% of the time, but definitely can go back and look at some of the workouts I did in high school, and that's really something cool. Look back 15 years, really kind of when I started falling in love with just training and working out, and kind of brings you back to when it all was. Brings you like a diary, brings you back to that time. And the funny thing is, I guess the person that first probably started making me write it down was this guy Ryan Fenton that I went to high school with. Works for Flow Track, so if you're over on Flow Track, you can look him up. Makes some great videos and works for them full time down in Austin. And if you guys know him, tell him he needs to get in and do some CrossFit, especially with all that traveling he does. I know that we grew up together and ran a lot. He needs to get doing some burpees. He'd be really good at it. He's pretty athletic. But yeah, I was looking back here, and it's kind of embarrassing to look at some of the things I was doing when I first got into CrossFit. The pages are ripped. There's just a composition notebook, and you can look some stuff. I'm looking at weighted pull-ups, 50 pounds. I'm looking at when I was practicing muscle-ups. I was still rowing a ton. Cindy, a PR, I guess 21 rounds. I guess that was pretty good back then. Though this is what's funny. Overhead squat, 5 sets of 3. I worked up to 100 pounds. So clearly some improvement in that area, although it's still probably one of my weaknesses. But yeah, probably could be a little better. This is funny. Push jerk. Max push jerk for this day, 150 pounds. So, yeah, not very impressive. Clean and jerk. I guess when I was jerking, the week before I did 155 pounds, but couldn't do 150 pound jerk. So clearly we see that I am still weak in that area, but significantly better. Oh God. CrossFit total. Some low numbers on that squat. But yeah, just keep it up. Oh man, this is bad. Failed at 155 front squat. Yeah, just keep that log, and if you have any questions, email me at brandon.chapin@crossfitreaction.com, and check out brandonchapin.net for videos and more information. All right, train hard.